Hello, everybody. My name is Sammie, and I am here with Kubota out of Odessa, Texas. Just wanted to come in and talk to you a little bit about our MX series that we offer. So, this is, in particular, is our MX 5400 with a cab. This also, same size chassis, same loader, same lifting capacity. Also, it comes in an MX 6000. So, the only difference between the two is horsepower. 54 horse on this one, and you get 60 horse on the other. Neither of them require DEF. They are both going to have your diesel particulate filter, so you are going to have to regen every 70 hours or so, give or take. This particular, and both of these come with or without a cab. When you do get a cab on it, it already comes with heat and AC. Radio is optional. It doesn't come with it. It's not included. But we can go ahead and add that in there if you'd like. They both typically come with standard with quick attach buckets. So just pull up your two levers here, and you're detached from your bucket, and then you go and you pull up under your next implement, and you just pop them down. This one does have a bolt-on cutting edge on the bucket. You have an option for it or without, just depending on what kind of bucket you want. This particular bolt-on cutting edge is going to protect your blade itself on the bucket, so that way whenever that blade does dull, you don't have to completely change your bucket, just your blade. So it makes it a little bit easier as far as keeping up with that. This unit does have R4 tires on it. However, you can also put R1 tires on it as well. You do have the option to take off the loader, and you can purchase the machine with or without a loader. Completely up to you. I typically recommend doing the loader with it, just because at the end of the day, when you go to resell it, you're going to lose that resale value. Just as much resale value in it without the loader as you would have spent the extra on the loader, if that makes sense. We take you inside the cab, and again, your open cab is going to pretty much have the same layout. You're just going to have your ROPS instead of your cab on it. So I do have full heat and AC up here. These do come in also a hydrostat and a manual transmission. This particular one right here is a hydrostat, so you have your treble pedal down here, you have your engine throttle, everything is pretty much, basic tractor. And that's what's really good about this one, because they do make like the L60 series, so they have like an L6060 that's going to be pretty much the same size as this one. So your L60 series is going to be more geared towards consumer comfort, and it's going to have all of those extra features like the cruise control, hydrostatic clutch transmission, where the MX is going to be slimmed down to make it more price effective, but also just more tractor right? More old school. There's going to be less features, less things on it. So this is going to be what your familiar tractor. Basic, tough, gritty, and we like that. You have an option for cruise control on this one, which most people think is absolutely ridiculous to put a cruise control on a tractor, but it actually comes in handy. So whenever you're driving and you're in some rough terrain and, you're going and you're bouncing up and down, your foot's going up and down, and then your ride gets even rougher because your foot's not stable, and so it's a whole thing. But if you turn that cruise control on, it's going to make your ride a lot smoother, trust me. Everything underneath the hood is pretty easy to get to as far as serviceability. Again, I can't stress that enough, is how important it is for to easily get to everything and everything be easily accessible. Not only for us when we go to work on it, but for you too, if you choose to work on it yourself or service it yourself. But if we service it, because everything is so easy to get to, it takes us half the time that our competitors would if it is a little bit more difficult to get to. So you see your battery, your air filter, radiator screen, all of your filters and everything like that are going to be super easy to get to. This unit picks about 2,300 pounds. So typically when we're talking round bales and things like that, I ultimately like to go right straight to this tractor, because this is going to be right where you want to be. So I would suggest this tractor if you are doing round bales, if you are going and dragging the arena. And that's another thing, if you're doing a lot of dirt work, that may be where you want to consider going into the 60 horse versus the 54 horse. However, if you're just mostly doing loader work, then your 54 is probably going to do just as good of a job as the 60, the MX 6000 would. So keep that in mind as well, is where if and when you're going to need that extra horsepower, and to determine whether or not you should go with the 54 or the 6000. These don't come standard with rear remotes. However, we can add those as an option. You also can add your third function valve as an option, so you can have your grapples and your auger off the front and things like that if need be. But every customer that I have sold this to, they love it. It is a really good tractor. It's tried and true. Kubota diesel engine. So yeah, we love these tractors. They're a really good seller. So if you have any questions or want some numbers or anything like that, feel free to give us a call at Kubota.